What if the most confusing part about the Galaxy S26 Edge isn't its design, specs, or price but the battery? With Samsung's upcoming flagship stirring up plenty of hype, one detail keeps bouncing around with no clear answer: just how big is the battery going to be? Now, we all know the Galaxy S25 Edge won a lot of people over because of how slim and light it was. It packed premium features like a top-tier processor, a great display, and high-quality cameras, all in a very compact body. But if users had one complaint, it was about the battery. It just wasn't big enough. That's why many are hopeful that the Galaxy S26 Edge will fix this issue with a larger battery. And initially, that hope seemed well-founded. Just a few days ago, a well-known source claimed the new phone would get a 4,500 mAh battery, which sounded like a solid upgrade. But then things got messy. Another report dropped a different number, 4,200 mAh. That's a noticeable drop and had people scratching their heads. And now, to make things even more confusing, at Universe ICE, who's known for getting Samsung leaks right more often than not, has weighed in with yet another figure, 4,400 mAh. That puts us smack in the middle of the earlier two leaks. So what's the real number? Well, we don't know for sure yet, and even at Universes admits the information might still need to be double-checked. But one thing is clear: Samsung seems to be trying to do something new with the battery design this time. Previous reports hinted that the company might be using new materials for the battery, possibly silicon carbon-based, although no one has confirmed exactly what that means. Still, it could allow Samsung to increase the battery size without adding bulk to the phone, which would be a smart move if they want to keep that thin, elegant look. And we can expect the rest of the phone to stick close to what the Galaxy S25 Edge already offered. Rumors suggest that Samsung will use the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 processor in some regions, while others may get the company's own Exynos 2600 chipset. As for the rest of the hardware, like the camera, display, and build quality, it likely stays similar to last year's model, which isn't a bad thing. The S25 Edge already had a bright and smooth display, high-end camera setup, and strong performance overall. So instead of redesigning everything, Samsung might just be refining what already worked. But that battery question remains the biggest mystery. Some people might not care whether it's 4,200, 4,400, or 4,500 mAh, but others, especially those who use their phone all day, definitely do. A few hundred mAh can make a noticeable difference in real-world use, especially with these powerful new processors that demand more energy. And with the phone likely to support high refresh rate displays, possibly 120 Hz, it needs all the battery help it can get. So we're left waiting for official word from Samsung, which might not come for a few more weeks. Until then, we're stuck between three different battery numbers and a lot of guessing. But if even the lower number of 4,200 mAh turns out to be true, that's still better than the S25 Edge's battery. So no matter which figure ends up being correct, it sounds like Samsung is making an improvement, and that's what most people care about. Let's hope that when the S26 Edge is finally revealed, it clears up this confusion and gives users the battery life they've been asking for. If you're excited to see how this phone turns out, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our full breakdown when the official specs drop.